Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So I'll pull you one card and then I'll shuffle the rest of the deck. Okay, you've got a very Virgo card, you've got the thinker card. Okay, so obviously you're thinking about stuff. Sorry Virgo, that just, you're obviously contemplating and having a good old think about your life and the way forward. You're obviously going into your solar season, okay? So your solar return, what happens in the solar return, you actually get a brand new birth chart as well, which talks about the different dynamics and the different principles that are going on in your life for the year. So this is actually a very good time to be a thinker. So as you contemplate what you want to leave behind, what you want to bring forward, that sort of thing, what's draining your energy, what's sucking your soul, what gives you happiness, what gives you joy, all these things. So obviously you're going to be a little bit deep in your very Virgo process of reflecting. So give me 6 cards to tell Virgo what's going on for the week ahead. Just about every single person. My 4th reading has got the Ace of Cups as a challenge, by the way. Don't know what's going on around the emotional nature for people this week, but quite interesting. So one more cut of the deck. Okay, what's going on? 2 of Wands behind you, yeah, fork in the road. This is obviously where the thinking card is. The gift, beautiful gift, soul revival, coming back out of. So when you get the Judgment card, sometimes I always you need to look at the cards before. The Judgment card is the opposite side of the Death card. So coming out of this dark night of the soul. A dark night of the soul doesn't have to be, a big experience. Sometimes it's just this process of your energy going inwards to work something out. This is the Rebirth card. Beautiful gift, by the way. The challenge is the King of Cups. This might be a water sign person, or it's going to be about your emotional balance. He sits on top of a throne and he dips his toe in the ocean, but he doesn't drown. I wonder what this is about, Virgo. I'm sort of laughing at the moment. The King of Swords in your relationship, other people's energy. I'll clarify that. Page of Wands under the Judgment. How beautiful is that? Look at this creative energy of creativity, new beginnings. Very, very juicy. Okay, it just is very juicy, very lush. A lot of new potentials here. Not sure what this is about. I will clarify it. Then you get the Page of Pentacles as your outcome. So this is great if you're looking for a new job and some learning a new skill. 2 pages are the same as the Aces, but they take the Aces one step further and they begin to create something from this desire energy or this pentacle. Yeah, it's with the World card. Saturn, personal accomplishment, your place in this world, your life's work. Some of you have got new job opportunities coming in or new opportunities to learn new skills. Some of you just might have a relationship dynamic coming in. Look at that little page, and he's walking towards this very, very stern King of Swords. Well, I'm quite intrigued what's going on. What's the connecting card between these 2 cards, please? Some sort of victory. I'll talk about that later. So what lies behind you? 2 of Wands, fork in the road. Virgo. Sometimes a sort of I think about the people watching and you think, I know exactly what that Two of Wands is. A bit of a decision to be made here. Now, a decision's more likely to be an emotional one because the King of Cups is a challenge, okay? But let's look at the gift. God, the Judgment card with the Page of Wands, just, oh, such a energy of lightness, of new potential, of new beginnings. Very, very beautiful here. So yeah, look, with the Ace of Wands, birthing energy. So the page carries the ace, basically, see? And he begins his process of, is definitely saying yes to something, by the way. Says yes. This might be to do with a relationship. For some of you, it's not to do with a relationship. It's about a new project, new avenues, exploring new territory. But boy, do I like this combination of cards. Because the King of Cups is a challenge, it's with the Victory card. So something beautiful, Virgo, is coming your way. The King of Cups is a challenge, is about your emotions, by the way, because it's a water card. The King is the master of his emotions, but it's a challenge. Why is this a challenge? Why is it a challenge, please? Why is this a challenge for Virgo? Yeah, because the Four of Pentacles. See, the other way to read the King of Cups, see, he dips his toe in, but he keeps himself quite, look at his body language, he's sort of taking a step back. And clarified with the Four of Pentacles, these are both the challenge, by the way. So there's a withholding energy going on here. So for some of you, it's actually keeping your feelings to yourself might be the challenge. And what you want to do is go forward and express yourself. And no wonder with all this lush energy, I'd be spilling out all over the place if these were my cards. So either this or the person who's on your mind is the withholder here. And it's very challenging on your emotional nature. I'll find out if I understand what that King of Swords is about. So this is other people's energy. King of Swords, I need to clarify him before I make a little bit King of Swords with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about thy will be done, yeah. The King of Swords can be the master of communication, or he can be quite he can be a cutter, someone who cuts communication. So sometimes what he does is he just, you send a text and the person doesn't get back to you for a few days. That can be the energy of the King of Swords. With the Hanging Man, so the Hanging Man is someone who's let go of control. Thy will be done. C'est la vie. What will be, okay? I actually like the Hanged Man, but it can be about someone not owning their emotions and not coming forward and communicating. So when this shows up in your relationship house, I think I understand why the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles is a challenge here. Because when people are showing up this way, I'd be a little bit frustrated, Virgo, to tell the truth. It's like they're not making a commitment. Maybe they're working stuff out, because the story of the Hanged Man is someone who goes to the depths of their being to clear out all the junk that's there. Yeah, so maybe someone going through a process of change, therapy, that sort of thing. But I wonder if that's why this is your challenge. If these were my cards for myself, that's how I'd read these cards. That's how I'm going to read them for you. Let's go to the outcome. Because look at this sensual reading, Virgo. What are you up to? This is this fiery success after difficulty. Holding this ace, this page is walking forward, making some sort of significant breakthrough. This is the energy you need to get into. And if people are showing up for you in this energy, you need to let them. Yeah, I know it's hard, but people are what people are and we can't change them. We either choose to be in relationships with them or we choose to walk. And that is our divine right. The outcome, Page of Pentacles, so 3 pages showing up, another page, which is basically another ace. This could be about learning a new skill. Some sort of new pentacle has been put in your hand. And it's in this page, which means there's new things taking shape. And it's leading to the World card, which is one hell of a personal accomplishment. What is going on in your relationships, Virgo? Give me a couple of cards to clarify these relationship dynamics. Okay, this is weird. So you've got a message in a bottle. King of Swords can be a messenger, but he still sits on his throne, so he doesn't come forward and do that much, but there might be some sort of communication coming through. Give me another one. One more card for Virgo, please. Top card. Oh god, you got the Milk and Honey card. I don't know if the Milk and Honey, this is definitely Milk and Honey. There's definitely messages in your communication, but the challenge is still this withholding. The Four of Pentacles is literally keeping your feelings close to your chest. That's it. There's nothing cryptic about the tarot cards. Either you're having to do this and allow this person to be in the hanging man, so sort their shit out basically, or the other person's doing it to you. And I'm not quite sure which one it is yet. What's the clarifying card between message in a bottle and the Milk and Honey card? Okay, you get the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius, but it's also about balance. Again, look, she floats in the water and she holds the Grail. She doesn't drown in other people's issues. So we begin to drown in other people's issues when we allow ourselves to get too dragged into their drama and we don't keep our own sense of emotional boundaries, which is probably what this is, a challenge about you having to take a step back. You know what, Virgo? There's certain things as human beings we have as a divine right. And we have a divine right to walk if something's not right for us. And we have the divine right to go after all this beautiful, juicy opportunities when someone's working through what they need to work through. And it's exactly what I would do, because boy, have you got some fantastic energy coming through here. I'll be doing September's readings next week with the love readings. It's your solar return month, which means you get a new birth chart. Your birth chart never changes, but how the story of your life changes. If we develop this energy of turning up for it, so not continually looking behind us to see who's coming, but to walk forward and following the opportunities that come from our own creativity, our soul, or our expression. God, Virgo, I'm a little bit confused, and that's my honest. It's not that I'm confused, because I do read for quite a few Virgos, and I can definitely see this reading in here. But this withholding, sometimes withholding is very good. We withhold when other people are going through a process, but only for the short term. It's a short-term solution. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Think, is this what I want to? Because I think there's going to be some huge breakthrough this week, and boy, do you deserve it, Virgo. Loads of love, guys. Bye.